Hey, welcome in, folks. This is Babbaginator. We are in the long dark, currently hanging out. I think we're about to head back. I think we're still missing a hammer, right? We have hacksaw, but we have no hammer. Question is the hammer going to be in Coastal Highway, in some place we haven't gotten to, or not? Ooh. What do we want to do? Middle of the day. We have 2 matches left. What's the right move? Light a match and go to the islands? Coastal Highway? I think so. There's a little bit of a risk, and we'll have to double back. But I think we just leave everything to cure here. Well, let's see. Yeah. Travel light, move quickly. We are now everything covered. Okay. I was supposed to be on last night, but my roommates decided to have a party, and it was just too loud. But that will not be something to worry about this summer. I have managed to line myself up a place for the summer. That's a studio, so a little bit smaller than what I have, but no roommates, so I don't have to worry about disturbing them, and I don't have to worry about sound levels in the same way. So yeah, looking forward to setting myself up. We'll be at the end of April. Little cave, bad wolves for a special Milton. So we're gonna really hope that there's a hammer in. Yeah, I want a hammer in Coastal just so I can come back here and forge. Hammer, more matches. We're down to the last 2 matches, so we're trying not to use matches right now. We need to have a mag lens or a fire striker soon. Or we need to just luck out and find a ton of matches. But so far, none of those things. Yeah, the luxury of not having to wait out these long periods of time is pretty cool. Pretty cool to be in this situation where I can just leave when I want to leave. see here. Where's the bear? End goal on this challenge. That's a good point. It's like it probably does need some sort of end goal. Otherwise, it's just a lot of pain. Well, I think surviving. Well, this actually, I think the challenge becomes easier over time, right? Because, oh no, no. Now we have 0 matches because we misstriked. Oh no. Well, this challenge may end sooner if we don't get to... Look, the wind's picking up here and everything. Oh boy. We got flares, but... Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark. Yeah, we need to find some matches. We're in trouble. We just have flares left now. Where's the bear? Oh, there's bear. Okay. We're good. But yeah, we're in match trouble right now. That one misstrike just took out our safety match. Now we're down to no match. Then we'll just be on flares, and when we're out of flares, we're out. Nope. Yeah. I was supposed to make more torches, and I didn't. So yeah, what's the final goal? I don't know if we should have a length. Should we try to make it 100 days? Try to make it 300 days? Do we have to visit all the regions? Visiting all the regions in Cave Dweller would be madness. You know. There's like only a handful of places that you could stay in every region. Short of building like a snow shelter every single time. And even then, snow shelter's not really like safe. So yeah, thanks Roller. Here's to you. That's kind of weird. Did you know you could do that? Oh, weird. I have no books left. I should have stolen the book from the Bear's Cave. Bear Den. It's not even a cave, it's just kind of a hole. Side of the cliff. Not even a hole, just
Come
kind
on,
of
little fire. Come on.
a indent. What are we doing for water now? Do more water here too. Well, if we're lucky, we'll find a pot. That'd be good. So yeah, how was everyone's weekend? Skip that one. Nine? No. Better torches here. Let's pay close attention. That's better. Very sickly. Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess we'll get what we can get. That's pretty bad too. Yeah, I spent this weekend checking out on-campus dorms for summer sublet. Try to find someplace that relatively close to where I'm at right now. So that's a short move is the plan. And then reasonably affordable. So did find a place. I actually went to 3 different places, and it was like, first place, studio, recently repainted. He lowered the deposit, which was nice, and then it put it basically even with everyone else's offers. So I was like, okay, that's really promising. A little bit smaller than what I have, but still suitable, right? And then I looked at another place, and it was a 2-person apartment, and so the sublet's for 1 room, but it has its own separate kitchen area, and 10th floor, views of the ocean, which is really beautiful. But the carpets are kind of run down, and it overheats in the summer. You kind of hinted at that, and I was like, I don't know if I want to deal with that, because at least for the first term, I will probably be doing a fair bit of work from inside the dorm.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So it's like, I don't know. Tempting, but not quite a fit. And then the last one I went to was a 4-person unit. And much further away. Still barely on campus, but further away. Lots of storage. Lowest rent. But all the roommates would be undergrads. I was like,
Perfect.
The 2-person also, like, roommate would be undergrad. I was like, well, it's just one. I could probably deal with that. But it's just kind of weird living with people in their late teens, early 20s. It's like, it's a big age gap. Like graduate students in their 20s and 30s, I'm fine with, you know, closer to my age. And tend to be like a little bit more mature, a little bit easier to deal with. Yeah. But you never know. Like, undergrads don't know what they're going to be like. I used to teach undergrads, so I kind of... I was an undergrad at one point, right? So, I don't know. I think it's two-way, right? It's the, I'm not certain if I would be comfortable in that setting, and I'm almost certain they would not be comfortable. The roommates would probably be like, why are you subletting here? Aren't you, like, old enough to actually, like, buy your own place? And is it like, well, age doesn't bring money. You can make some you can make some decisions that prioritize, like, education or life experiences over joy, or joy over, like, mundane job that grinds the hell out of you, right? Yeah.
I think I can use this.
Okay, so that's an upgrade. We'll fix that in a bit. Ooh. Yeah, the sad part here is that this is our last match, so we really can't just camp out here. We really should try to make it to the other place. Let's try to book it across. If the... Yeah, let's try this first. How's the weather out here? We could do it. Totally do it. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Would you move in with roommates that were 20 years younger than you? Or would you choose to live on your own for a couple extra $100 a month? I figure the extra $200 a month I can live with. I'll figure out how to make that work. And it's also nice, right? You know, I like coming back to an apartment with people, but I also like having my own place, so... What do we got over here? What do we got? Fish. Fish it is.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry. day.
Okay, let's try to make this work here.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah.
One. Okay. It's gonna be dark out there. Okay, we don't want to walk into the water. And we'll eat the sardines, get them out of the way.
I'm starving.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Belly full of fish. Oh, we can't stay. We can't stay in there anyways. Cave dweller. We gotta get to, Oh, this sucks. Okay. Need to get to log sort here. Oh, please be matches in here somewhere.
That'll be useful.
Yeah, we'll get this later. Come on, matches. Gotta be somewhere. Sewing kit. Sewing kit, sewing kit, sewing kit. So many sewing kits. Wow. Strike out again. Okay, here's where we can sleep for the night. See if we can find anything useful here. One matches, B matches somewhere. Our pry bar's broken. Can't even break into that. No, oh, there's the backpack. No matches. Okay. Okay, here we are. Okay. Goodbye, torch. Goodbye, fire. Oh, just have flares left now. No, recovery's good. Well, I hope you're feeling better soon, Roller. Take it easy. Do that now. No matches, just flares. Oh, I'm glad I chose this. Wind picked up. That would have been miserable. Okay, how are we doing here? Free tinder. Got some teas.
I could eat a horse. Let's stand along, because I love horses. I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, let's figure out what we're doing. Where are we going to find a hammer? On the road? Don't know if that still happens. Hmm. Leave it. Take it. That's frozen. It's too late to do this too. Take the guts. I'm gonna take the meat. Now we're definitely gonna pull something.
Anything right about now.
Well, I probably didn't need to start the flare right away. I should have waited until the wolf barked. Come on, let there be a hammer in this one. No primer.
This'll come in handy.
Uh-oh. Where are we going to camp out tonight? Back at the mine? Probably. Could try to sleep in a fishing hut. I don't know if that still works. Nothing there. Do we go up to the ravine? I don't know. The ravine has no matches whatsoever.
I'll take it. If I don't get some food soon.
Where can we go? I think we need to go to a fishing hut. We've been fleshing out a challenge opposite this? What, where you can't stay, you have to sleep indoors the whole time? But not get cabin fever? If any part of the sun is not visible, you can pull up and you're outside. Oh, and the clock that you pull up, so that. So you can only travel in daylight, and you can't travel at all at night. Wolf out here. Can we... Is this still possible? Okay, it's still possible. Okay, we can sleep in here. You lose a lot of travel time. So, has to be proper sun up, not dusk or dawn.
Perfect.
Well, finally, that's a step up. We'll take that. Okay, come on, matches.
I could use this.
Extra chips.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Do we just plan on sleeping in here? I think so. Yeah, we could do this. Okay. Should be plenty of time on that. Spend some time harvesting. Yeah, so here our best bet is Coastal Highway. Our outdoor sleeping spots are fishing huts if we have enough firewood to make it work. Or the mine. That's about it. Oh, and there's the... If you're really feeling gutsy, you can go with the...
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Oh, which we caught? Oh, the crash. The plane crash. You could sleep in the cabin of the plane. What? Why don't we just do water on here? Oops. That's no good. Whew. An hour. Uh-oh, snow. Guess we're in for another piece of coal. Oh, full-blown blizzard. Ugh. Wow.
I could eat anything right now.
Whew.
All I can think about is food.
this is bad news. We have not found any new matches. We have no visibility. Come on. Not stopping. Yeah, this might be. Although I'd say there's a couple others that are pretty bad. There's a lot that really depend on fuel. The mines are actually not good for long-term stay because you'll eventually get hit with the cabin fever problem. We're mostly recovered. We just... Okay, this is all I can afford.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Wind is dying down. Here we go. We need to find some matches soon. We're just hoping to find something as we scavenge. Sticks. Nothing.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We got food, we just don't have enough fuel. Yeah, we need the hammer. We need the hammer to forge. We were banking on finding the hammer here, but it might be in the transition cave into Pleasant Valley. So let's see if we can at least get a pot, matches, more food, coffee, something. Get more water. No, we do have a storm lantern. They'll give us light, it just won't solve our ability to light fires.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Come on, we need pots and pans too. Okay, no luck. Yeah, we need the lens, mag lens, and striker, and we have our insurance policy, but we don't have an insurance policy right now.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Come on, matches. Just because. Okay, no luck. Seven pieces.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Pick up as many sticks as we can here. Would I ever try to speedrun any of the actual challenges? Well, I think some of them might be fun to speedrun. Like, try to speedrun the, what is that one anyways? Oops. Yeah, the hunted would be interesting to speedrun. I mean, most of them are set up to encourage someone to try to tackle it as a speedrun. The whiteout one... not too bad. Speedrun. There's the... I mean, some people try to do Archivist quickly. Some people try to do the... What's the one where you have to take the flare gun and fire it from the lighthouse? Something like that? Or the summit? Can't remember. I think you go from the summit to the lighthouse? Something like that? I always forget how that one works. Now we're low on torches too. Yeah, we got troubles here. We want to cook. But we need torches before we do anything else. Oh, I've tried to do a speedrun of Nomad. Yeah, Hopeless Rescue. That's the one where you have to...
That didn't work.
Take the flare gun all over the place. Nomad is interesting. Partly because they give you the list of places, and if you aren't paying attention, you'll miss like ways in which you can shave off time, because even though they're in different regions, they're close to each other. Uh-oh. What did I throw in there? Ah! I think I threw all my torches in... What did I throw in? Well, I didn't throw in the coal, thankfully. So we're at 7, 8. Where are we going to sleep tonight? 9, 10. Yeah, this is bad news, friends. This is bad news. Where can we stay? Yeah, I think we have to leave. We do. But we need to rest somewhere overnight. I think we have to go to the mine. Trying to avoid the wolves. But at some point soon, we're going to lose our torch. Yeah, the best we can do is hit the mine. Too heavy. Too tired. I think we're just going to sneak around these rocks. Try to avoid attracting attention here. We have the world's loudest, I was about to call it a lawnmower, loudest vacuum cleaner in our apartment. Thing's monstrous. Does sound like someone chopping down trees. Cutting down trees. Speaking of which, in a roundabout way, I just finished watching Chainsaw Man, the anime. Which is pretty weird. But has pretty good fight scenes, so. Yeah, all my saplings are currently curing in the transition cave in whatchamacallit. Did I lose the... Whoa, 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 whoa. How did we get turned around here? Did we miss the mine somehow? Oh, we're on top of the mine. Yeah. We're so good at avoiding the wolves, we avoided the mine too. Okay. Hopefully this works. Oh.
Come on, little fire. I wonder if I can drop any of this fear.
1 hour, 1 hour. Well, that's lots of... Still got lots of water too. Yeah, look at all the sewing kits we found, but we can't find another pair of matches. Set of matches somewhere. So bizarre. Oh yeah, yeah, you can stay in the train tunnel. There's a bunch of like small places that you could stay in if you have a fire. But like actual places that you can stay in that aren't mines, like caves, there's the caves in Crumbling Highway. You know, one's out on the water and the other one's up a ways, but both of those caves are legitimate caves to stay in. Yeah. And then there's like, but the bears don't have real caves. Not in this region. So you can't kill a bear and take over his cave. There's just not much to it. Oh, we're going to have an aurora tonight. Guess what that means? It means we get to explore the mine. Oh, this never happens. I never am at this mine with the aurora going. Well, we get to explore it together then, alright?
This pack is getting kind of...
Yeah. Don't get stuck or electrocuted. Exactly. Keep hoping we find matches somewhere. That would make our life easy. Okay, we're down here in a new land. Don't fall into the water. Oh, there's a fire barrel down here. Look at that. But yeah, you could definitely get stuck down here. Our pry bar is shot. We know how no pry bar right now, so okay. This will make surviving in the ravine easier. A little bit more coal. Scary.
Okay.
I mean, we could go over there. Guess we should try that too. See where it goes. Oh, we got zapped. More coal.
I think I can use this.
Everything but what we need, which is matches. Well, we can make more torches here.
I can barely
More water.
walk with this much gear.
I think you encounter the middle level in
Come on,
story
Luther.
mode as well. Okay, we need to get back to the exit. Otherwise we'll be stuck down here. Uh-oh. Power is on, but looks like it's getting... This is a dead end.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Where's our elevator? Nothing. Just all bad luck here. That's not going to work. This is fun. We're now lost. How do we get out of here? just came that way. What do we do? Clearly we missed a turn somewhere. Oop, we got zapped again. So yeah, I think we have to do this big loop back. So, we got lots of coal. We still did not find any matches. Or a striker. Check that out already. Okay, we probably don't want to stay much longer than this. Okay, we made it out. How much coal did we get? 8 pieces of coal. Yeah, I know. So the sad part is the fire barrels are down there. They're useless to us up here. It'd be nice to have a fire barrel up here. I think so too. Ooh, sounds terrible. Yeah, what kind of blizzard is this out here? Not really a blizzard. Gusty. Bark, 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 bark. And cheers to you again. If I only had a mag lens. Well, we can use this opportunity to break down something. If there's any crates nearby, I don't think so. Ooh, what's that? Oh, okay. Request for someone else's poem. Something about cats. Well, there are a few classics. So there's a couple ideas. One is we could read something from T.S. Eliot's Old Possum's book on cats, which is basically what the musical Cats is drawn from. Or we could read from one of my favorites. We'll dig this out here. Okay. This is one of the best cat poems ever written. This is written by Christopher Smart from a longer piece, but this is just a favorite piece. Christopher Smart, a little information about him, was a notable poet and let's see, we've got this. Trying to think what we got here. Anyways, he's from the 18th century, from the 1700s. And perhaps the most famous thing he wrote was from a long piece called Jubilat Agno. But this is the excerpt, which is about his cat, which is definitely, I don't know. It has its charm, and I'll read it. So let's see here. This is from Jubilat Agno, Christopher Smart, from the 1700s. For I will consider my cat Joffrey, for he is the servant of the living God, duly and daily serving him. For at the first glance of the glory of God in the east, he worships in his way. For this is done by wreathing his body 7 times round with elegant quickness. For then he leaps up to catch the musk, which is the blessing of God upon his prayer. For he rolls upon prank to work it in. For having done duty and received blessing, he begins to consider himself. For this he performs in 10 degrees. For first he looks upon his forepaws to see if they are clean. For secondly he kicks up behind to clear away there. For thirdly he works it upon stretch with the forepaws extended. For fourthly he sharpens his paws by wood. For fifthly he washes himself. For sixthly he rolls upon wash. For seventhly he flees himself, that he may not be interrupted upon the beat. For eighthly he rubs himself against a post. For ninthly he looks up for his instructions. For tenthly he goes in quest of food. For having considered God and himself, he will consider his neighbor. For if he meets another cat, he will kiss her in kindness. For when he takes his prey, he plays with it to give it a chance. For 1 mouse in 7 escapes by his dallying. For when his day's work is done, his business more properly begins. For he keeps the Lord's watch in the night against the adversary. For he counteracts the powers of darkness by his electrical skin and glaring eyes. For he counteracts the devil, who is death, by brisking about the life. For in his morning horizons he loves the sun, and the sun loves him. For he is the tribe of tiger. For the cherub cat is a term of the angel tiger. For he is the subtlety and hissing of a serpent, which in goodness he suppresses. For he will not do destruction, if he is well fed. Neither will he spit without provocation. For he purrs in thankfulness when God tells him he's a good cat. For he is an instrument for the children to learn benevolence upon. For every house is incomplete without him, and a blessing is lacking in the spirit. For the Lord commanded Moses concerning the cats at the departure of the children of Israel from Egypt, for every family had 1 cat, at least, in the bag. For the English cats are the best in Europe, for he is the cleanest in the use of his forepaws of any quadruped. For the dexterity of his defense is an instance of the love of God to him exceedingly, for he is quickest to mark of any creature, for he is tenacious of his point, for he is a mixture of gravity and waggery, for he knows that God is his Savior, for there is nothing sweeter than his peace when at rest, for there is nothing brisker than his life when in motion, for he is of the Lord's poor, and so indeed is he called by benevolence perpetually. Poor Joffrey, the rat has bit thy throat. For I bless the name of Lord Jesus that Joffrey is better, for the divine spirit comes upon his body to sustain it in complete cat. For his tongue is exceedingly pure, so that it has purity what it wants in music. For he is docile, and he can learn certain things. He can set up with gravity, which is patience upon approbation. For he can fetch and carry, which is patience in employment. For he can jump over a stick, which is patience upon proof of positive. For he can spraggle upon waggle at the word of command. For he can jump from an eminence into his master's bosom. For he can catch the cork and toss it again. For he is hated by the hypocrite and miser. For the former is afraid of detection, for the latter refuses the charge. For he camels his back to bear the first notion of business. For he is good to think on, if a man would express himself neatly. For he has made a great figure in Egypt for his signal services. For he killed the Ichinoman rat, very pernicious by land. For his ears are so acute that they sting again. For from this proceeds the passing quickness of his attention. For the stroking of him I have found out electricity, for I perceive God's light about him, both wax and fire. For the electrical fire is the spiritual substance, which God sends from heaven to sustain the bodies of both man and beast. For God has blessed him in the variety of his movements. For though he cannot fly, he is an excellent clamberer. For his motions upon the face of the earth are more than any other quadruped. For he can tread to all measures upon the music. For he can swim for life. For he can creep. Yeah. Anyways. Rum Tum Tiger. Anyways, so if you've ever not encountered one of it's just like some of the turns of phrase here are just so wild and funny. Um like where is that? For he's a mixture of gravity and waggery. Um And where's the... Oh, he can spraggle upon waggle at the word of a command. Yeah. Anyways, so a little bit longer. I apologize for the lengthy one, but also appropriate. Tiger, Tiger, William Blake, another good cat poem. A little bit more ambitious. It's about a tiger, but still big cat. And yeah, Rum Tum Tiger. There's also a classic Chinese nursery rhyme about two tigers, which I still remember how to sing. So maybe you'll get that sometime. Um, yeah. Anyways, a little detour for cats. Okay. I believe the wind has stopped. If this is like mag lens weather and we have no mag lens. We have nothing. Okay, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do when they come for us? I think we are out of luck for hammers in the region, so I think we have to go out of the region. Maybe we go to Pleasant Valley. We'll go anywhere, really. Yeah, I think we'll go Pleasant Valley. Come on, let there be matches here. Let there be matches. Oh!
Oh, lucky day.
We have hammer. We need matches. Let's see what we can find now. Oh, but we have hammer. So tempting now.
This'll come in handy.
So tempting to go and forge even though we have no matches left. Yeah, if we could find a fire striker, matches, or maglins. Nothing. It's making it harder to make the decision to go. We're all set up back at Desolation Point to forge, right? We've got the guts curing, we've got maple saplings and birch saplings curing. There's a whole pile of them. It's all ready to go. All we need is matches to make it viable. Because otherwise we're just going to run out of means of starting fires. So maybe there'll be a maglins. I don't know. But this is a mine. We can stay in the mine, so... Yeah, how many torches do we have here? 11. A bit low.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
I think we should check the tower first and then come back for the cave. I mean, for the mine. I'm hoping there are matches up here.
I'm too cold to think.
Keep running, buddy. Might be able to chase him right into a deer. Go away.
is getting too heavy to carry.
Moving along, grabbing all our sticks. Yay! Matches. Okay, so things are looking up now. We have the ability to start fires without relying on our flares. Okay.
I'm starving.
Okay, we're set. So I think the plan is here. We're going to make some new torches. Wait out the windstorm that's happening out there. Yeah, look at that. Of course, if it gets to be enough of a blizzard, we can just walk directly to the mine. Not worry about the wolf that's out there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Minutes. 320. Let's see what else we can do here.
I need to find food.
Okay, I think we're good to go now. Okay, let's head on out. Should be good now. Okay, we're just going to go to the mine. So we need to wrap up for the night, so we're going to head over to the mine that goes to Pleasant Valley. But we're not going to go to Pleasant Valley. Next time we are going to work our way back to Crumbling Highway and then Desolation Point, because we have everything set up to forge and to craft there. So that's what we'll do now that we have our matches. We're good. Yeah, so since we found the hammer, it's DP. Hammer and matches now basically solidifies the Desolation Point forge. If we couldn't find hammer, we were definitely leaving. And if we couldn't find matches, well, that would mean we'd have to quickly head to Mystery Lake. It would breeze through Ravine, I think, and go directly to Mystery Lake, because that's a relatively short trip. Mystery Lake usually has a fire striker somewhere, or a mag lens, or both. Yeah, I hate doubling back yet again, but would be good. We have a stockpile of coal already. In fact, we have a stockpile of coal sitting there on the Riken, waiting to be used to forge. So we're good to go. We could even forge, and then we could do the crafting inside the transition cave, transition mine, going back to, where are you, buddy? He's up there. But yeah, there's in Crumbling Highway you can actually craft in the
So hungry.
workbench in the mine. So that would be great. It would be in-cave workbench. In many respects, Crumbling Highway is like the best, weirdly the best location to do this challenge. Because you can beachcomb. You've got 2 caves and a mine, and the mine has, oh sorry, you have 2 caves and a mine, and the mine happens to have a whatchamacallit, mine has a workbench in it. The one of the caves I think always has matches. So Crumbling Highway, definitely smart place to go at the start of this challenge. You still have to get a bedroll from someplace. Yeah, it's beachcombing, really. You just have to hope to get a fish. Okay. Let's do a quick scout here. Anything at the entrance? Not really. Look at all this coal. This mine has so much coal in it. It's just like... Oop, stem. I think it's our second stem, right? Yeah, we're at 2 stems now. I want to go at least to the midpoint here. We're not really that far, but... just check out at least halfway. Yeah, Crumbling Highway food situation is rough. I think there's 1 carcass these days and 2 wolves, handful of rabbits. I don't know how many sewing kits we're at, like 12? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 deer carcasses. I think I've occasionally run into the situation where I could only find 1. But I don't think it's supposed to happen. I think it's supposed to be 2 deer carcasses. Okay, we should be able to boil water out here. No, we're out of tinder. No, no, no. This is dumb. That was a bad spot to put it. Okay. Stick. It'd be nice to get to fire starting 3 so we don't have to keep doing that. We're on 2 already, so we're on track. We could probably read the book and get to 3 if we were able to fill our belly.
Come on. Perfect. It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Yeah, we're out. At the very least, though, I think this should be better. Yeah. Not quite as windproof, but close. Oh, we can break down the sneakers then. Let's see, what do we want next? Breakfast of Champions, or Dinner of Champions. We need to get to Bear Creek. Get all the cattails, too. Maybe. Do we have anything else to eat? We almost have the ability to make food. Kind of sucks. Okay, let's see what we got here. Make it all the way through the night. Into the morning. Perfect.
I could eat anything right now.
You know what? We just should make a few more here. We're almost there. We're almost at fire starting 3, I think. Let's see where we are at. Yeah, we got a long way to go. We have a lot of fires to start. I guess it didn't help that we were out of matches, so we had to really stretch out our torches and our fires. So yeah.
I'm starving.
We'd like to forage, but we don't have food, so I think we're going to have to cattail it. Okay, so where are we at right now? We're on day 9. Okay, plans. Do, do, do. Okay, so we left a whole bunch of stuff at the mine entrance for Crumbling Highway. We need to forge, but we need to have food. Solve our food problem. Because we are out of food. So that's next time. Next time on Cave Dweller. Okay. So that's where we're going to wrap up here. Let's read one more poem before we go. We'll do one of our own. Survey says conditional. We did that not too long ago. Let's do a different one. I think we did that one not too long ago too. Haven't done that one for a while. We'll do that. Okay, so this is from the second book of poetry, Babbage's Dream. This poem is called Cast. The book, Babbage's Dream, was published in 2017 by Sundress Publications. Cast comes from a series of poems that takes its inspiration from programming terms. In this case, cast is what how we describe the process of converting one variable from one type to another type. Cast. How easily one thing becomes another in a language prone to fluidity. A shadow thrown against a wall now willed into a number or a word, a strange alchemy of sorts, somehow akin to the conversion of the apparently common and worthless into the valued commodities of the world. The skins used by the gold beater, Babbage writes, are produced from the offal of animals. How is it, he ponders, that from the hooves of weathered horses and cattle come such beautiful crystals of yellow salt? What lies at the heart of such litany? Babbage, with pen moving, translating the world into a series of unanticipated revelations, each more intimate than the last. Just as the compiler now ponders like a god at judgment, weighing each line of code with what it means or fails to mean, how each casting of a thing engenders the creation of another. Nothing is ever the same after translation, after the name has been hefted and posited to the waves, the dark world dimming in its simple downward trajectory of terms, the endless run of zeros widening back to the farthest shores, this melancholy of form, to be, to become, the shape of nothing, how it is skinned and laid to rest. In the hour of our words and their departures, we are captive here to whatever comes, whatever returns, be it beauty or love or the unfurled wings of their manifold ruin. And that was Cast from Babbage's Dream. So Cast has reference to one of the books that Charles Babbage wrote was on the economy of machines and manufacturers, in which he did a very detailed field study where he researched every single industry in the UK. He studied all these different factories and manufacturing processes, and he looked at what they did, the process by which they made things, as well as what they threw away, what was thrown away and what was not useful. And then he studied like how all these different industries might profit if they actually understood each other better and could see the ways in which what was garbage or junk or refuse in one could actually be sold to a different industry that was looking for it, that they were all interconnected. So one of the things he notes is that the skins used by the gold beater, so someone who is processing gold would actually use like a sheep's hide or other sort of like a hide or sometimes furs to catch gold as it ran off, from the, as they were sluicing it off, it would catch it, the fine grains of gold. And so it was like something that was, the condition of the hide or the fur was really poor and useless to one industry. In another industry, it's like, we don't care. It's perfect for what it needs to be. And then he also thought about like how, in the processing of the hooves and the cattle, as they're boiled down, to make glue and other things, it produces these crystals. And he thought, like, how is it that these things that are so commonplace and ugly sometimes turn out to actually be, can be transformed in another way? So I always thought it was really fascinating that this vision of Babbage as computer pioneer working forever on the calculating engine, the difference engine and the analytical engine. We have this very narrow vision of what he was doing, but he was really sort of someone who fell in love with the world he was in and was always looking for patterns and connections. And as he wrote about things, he could veer away from the engineering and become strangely eloquent and even poetic. And so, I found it really interesting to see him do that. And that too, sort of this process by which it's almost a type of magic, in C++ or in other languages, when we convert one thing into another thing. We just say, today the string is going to be a number. Now it's a string again. It's like, but it's kind of interesting how that works out. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for us tonight. I'll just add. So we got 4 days into this one. 4 more days in. So we're day 9 now. We have nothing really to show for. Oh, we got the hammer. Big thing. We got the hammer. So we have the hammer in our possession. We have matches again. We are short food, so we need to get the cattails. So that's what we're going to do next time. Let's figure out who we can go raid. And I will be back tomorrow night. Oh, there's like next to no one left. Let's see who we could check out. Okay, let's do this. I am going to try someone new tonight. Shall we go visit someone new? We're going to visit someone new. This is Onsimi. Yeah, we did find the hammer. It was sitting outside the trailer on the way out to Pleasant Valley. So we're good. We're good. The only thing we're missing is we're missing food, which we can solve with the food problem with the cattails. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to Ansimi, who is doing a... What are they doing exactly? They're in TLD. I don't know which difficulty, but AV is hanging out over there. So I think this is probably Stalker or Voyager. But they seem pretty excited about playing the game. So let's do that. So yeah, thank you for hanging out. We'll be back again. And take care and have a good rest of your night or rest of your day, wherever you are. And we'll see you soon. Bye.